We think it's really about protecting your family, because we think family is really the most important thing generally for most people, is how do we protect our family, as we'll describe later. And then we're going to talk about what. Now, what is the rules? Laws are kind of like science. So you have these rules, and what can you do under the rules? So if Lisa says, and there's nothing in the trust that says what happens if there's nobody there, then we can look at the estate code, the estates code in Texas. And the estates code says, in situations where you can modify a trust or you can modify a will. So earlier this year, there had been a new law that was passed last year, and the person had a will, and the will says, all to my children. But since that will that was done in 1979 never was changed, and in the meantime, the son had become disabled. Well, the federal law regarding these different types of trusts, like special needs trust or various other Medicaid trusts, they changed in 1993 and were adopted in Texas in 1994. But as far as modifying the will to take care of public benefits, that law was just changed last fall. The person died in July of 2014. So he did a will in 1979. He died in July 2014. The laws changed at the end of 2015. So what did we do? Because the person was disabled and now the son is living in a nursing home. We went to the law, the rules. The laws say now, even though it was after he died, the laws say now that you can reform or modify a will. So we went to court saying, here's the law, Judge. We would like to say that the will should have said, or would have said by the person who wrote this will in 1979, that we would not wanted our son to be jeopardized because he's on public benefits. We wanted him to be a beneficiary. We don't want him to lose his public benefits. The law provides, the estates code, the rules provide that you can plan for public benefits, so we could reform the will so they do not jeopardize the public benefits. It's similar to what we were just saying about Steve. That if all else fails in that trust, you go to court and say, Judge, the intent of the trustor, Judge, the intent of the testator if it's a will. The intent under the law is the law provides that we can reform the will or modify the will even though the will was done 37 years ago.